Well, hey there team, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to Sailing Era. Oh, very excited to look at this. A JRPG, Sid Meier's Pirates, you say? Oh, okay, color me. That's enough to sell me. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, it's probably enough to sell them. Sid Meier's Pirates was a pseudo-open world pirate ship management game. You could go around causing all sorts of trouble, trading, pirating, helping settlements. So it was great. It was so ahead of its time. And this looks to be drawing heavy inspiration from it, which I'm all about. Now, what's this? I can go Andrew from Portugal, Abdullah the Arab, Yun Mu Ming Empire, or Yoshita Shizuma Japan. Are they all bloody waifus? I guess you could play as this 12-year-old boy-looking dude. Hang on. Adventurous spirit, increase XP gain from sailing. Well, that's a pretty good sell, to be honest. What do you look like? Oh wait, you're a dude? You look like a chick on the. It doesn't matter. You're like a chibi looking thing. Who cares? Skilled fighter, better from battles. Oh, yeah. What about this, Sheila? Increase XP from discoveries. Oh, okay. Grant XP when shipbuilding. Look, it's all much of a muchness. They're there. You can freeze the camera. You know, pause the video, buddy. Have a look. Ultimately, at the end of the day, this is an overview. I'm not going to read walls of text. What's this? Pathfinder, innate leader. Honestly, he just sounds like a bit of a generic dude, which works for me. Novice mode for new players. Yes, I'm a new player. Give me novice mode. Helpful info provided by the game. In many parts of Europe, the word world originally meant the stage of life. People lived on land with limited boundaries to their lives. For a long period of time, people have been sailing to explore the larger world. Phoenicians, Greeks, Romans, Vikings. It was not until the Portuguese on the western frontiers of Europe set sail that the spark of ocean exploration finally coalesced into the seafaring boom that swept Europe, and thus began the age of exploration. During this era, ocean conquering became a symbol of courage, glory and wealth. Yes, every Portuguese dreamed. Portuguese? Is that the plural? Okay, sure. Dreamed of owning a ship and setting sail to make way in the world. And our hero too is such a dreamer. Great. I'm biased as buggery as well. Anyone that, you've been following the channel more than 5 minutes, I can't help but remind people that I used to be in the Navy. It was a lifetime ago, a different career. So, you give me ships and you get a thumbs up. Basically. Lisbon, the capital of Portugal. Right. Oh no, I've been tricked into a visual novel. It's alright, I can take a little bit of visual novel. As one of the busiest ports in Europe, there are many sailors here looking for a job at sea. In their spare time between jobs, they drink in taverns and boast about their own skills. Oh, look at them all. Yes, I swear that was the most violent storm that I'd ever seen. Our ship was... Oh, he's getting booed? It's hard to tell. This music seems to be overpowering this ambience, but whatever. Our ship was being completely destroyed by it, yet we could do nothing but lie down on the deck and pray. We've been there before, that happens. Others held their breath in anticipation and waited for a sailor to tell them the next part of the story. Meanwhile, in a corner in the tavern, a young man was silently enjoying his wine, seemingly unaffected by the story. Julianne, look at this. I guess we employ the 12-year-olds in this. I understand it's just the art style. A bit cheeky. Andrew, what are you doing? His name's Andrew. I love it. That's the sort of thing I name all my characters. Just boring, generic names. No offense if your name's Andrew. But I reckon, swap Gandalf for Andrew any day of the week. Andrew the Wizard, much better. Doing here all alone again. Aren't you going to head over and listen to their stories? The only way that story will go is the ship will be shipwrecked on an island and they'll find treasure there. I've heard countless stories that go the same way. Oh, okay, no need to be bitter and twisted bloody sook. Everyone's having a good time except you, apparently. Yeah, and they may be around the same every single time. I still can't avoid getting drawn into them. That's because you're just a generally not shit person, Julianne, as opposed to Andrew the Sook, the Sulk. Stories alone can't satisfy me. A true man seeks to experience all of that for himself. Yeah, sure. I'm going to be a great navigator. I've heard this so many times. Oh yeah? Found any suitable jobs lately? They're all for short distance trade with short routes and low pay. It's pointless. A young lady from the Netherlands arrived today, and she's looking to recruit a captain. But for some reason, no one wants to take her up on that offer. She's right over there. Are you going to talk to her? Oh, you better bloody believe it. Let's go. A young woman dressed as a scholar is seated at the table, and she's looking closely at the pamphlets spread out on the table. Oh, Jesus, there's not a lot of room for imagination in that get-up. Hey, what are you looking at? Joyce de Fritz. The ancient Greeks believed that the sun, moon, and stars revolved around our world. But someone has recently raised an objection to that sort of opinion that we revolve around the sun. Yeah, Galileo. So who do you think is correct? Actually, I observe the Polaris when I'm out at sea, and it looks to me that many stars revolve around it. Well, it's all about perspective, but whatever. Okay, so I think not all stars revolve around the same thing. Oh, that's interesting. You may not have given me an answer, but being able to cast doubt on the statement with actual facts is very scientific of you. It is, actually. Well, I wouldn't say scientific, it's just good discourse, to be honest. The world we see is actually just a small part of the real world, which is why one-sided opinions are so common. Okay, right, okay, you're gonna bloody lecture me. Can I just press autoplay? And then press fast? Is logs? Back? Or maybe I'll hold fast. Auto? Okay, cool. I'm sure this is a wonderful story, right? However, given that it is wearing that sort of Asian JRPG influence, I'm generalizing, but you understand the culture that I'm drawing on, it's probably going to give me walls of text for 50 hours, a very slow burn, which is good. That's great. That's good value, especially if you're into that, but I've only got so much space to cover this in a video. So let's get going. Fortuna Ship Deed, a proof that is used to exchange for Fortuna. Okay, cool. And I got a little action figure as well. Joyce, join team, nature careful. A mapping expert from the Netherlands, she is the youngest geographer at the University of Groningen. She can make better use of her expertise and help boost the speed of the fleet as a surveyor. Okay, cool. Jesus, you're popping that hip out as soon as you appear, eh? All right. And you are? All right. Oh, you didn't get her name yet? Okay, right. Let's just go fast. Oh, I like this art. It's very pretty. It's very Valkyria Chronicles, right? Holy heck, there's a game I haven't thought of in donkey's years. Put a comment, someone, please, and I'll cover that on the channel. 1 and 4. All right, ports have many facilities available. After accessing a port, you may choose to supply or repair your ship, trade by items, and carry out other expedition prep. Large ports possess special facilities, ones that can provide you with even more assistance. That's exciting. You can set sail at a pier. The port will gradually develop over time from the construction of the guild. Information will be displayed on the status panel. Okay, we've got tech, population, trade, contribution. Port is slowly but surely developing. Now, surely there is a world controller, as in maybe pirates or other forces attack and level and raise cities to reset them. Otherwise, everything's going to an end game. Anyway, I'm speculating. Technology represents the shipbuilding capabilities of the port. Population represents the size. More sailors you can recruit, the larger the population. Ports that have a higher tech level will find it easier to purchase advanced ships and will have additional modification options. Trade is commercial prosperity. More commodities. Contribution represents the fleet's reputation at the port. Contribution to gain commercial benefits. That's very vague, but I get it. Hold to close. That's really weird. Hold left stick right to close. Archives, cool. Tap to view. Right. So this game's clearly made with thumbsticks in mind. I'm on a PC version. I don't know if it's a big deal. You could probably play it with mouse. What happens if I wiggle the mouse? Oh, there you go. There you go. We've got little mouse bumps and all that. Yep. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Hold to open wheel. Logs. Okay. Tavern. Shipyard. Let's go to the shipyard. Look at this, Chad. Oh, it's the Fortuna's Deed. Andrew, so you're the... Oh, it's still on auto. Here, you fix it up. It was really damaged when it got in. Pay attention. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. That's cool. If I press auto and just spam A, I can skip faster. A ship sponsored by Joyce. A gift from Joyce.
Capitão, você está no lugar certo.
Yep. Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. When the log... press the logbook to look at the fleet. Fleets can have up to 5 ships. Ships can be obtained from shipyards through construction, purchasing, and etc. Press Y in fleet to access the deck. Sailors must be dragged into a cabin for them to be effective. Pointing a lookout allows you to use the lookout feature out at sea. Okay, cool. Slot dudes get the skills. Cool. Which is sort of fair for sea-borne games. Like Sunless Seas and Sunless Skies comes to mind. Similar sort of character slotting mechanics. Buy ship. A sloop for $10,000. And I have 5. Okay, that's not going to fly. Buddy, it's old Joyce the hip popperer. Oh, I guess my dude pops his hip back at her. Who's this bloody sad looking dude? Okay, William, pack your things, we're going sailing. Alright, I like it. I like the cast of characters. I like all the art. You know, the writing is verbose. Haha. But altogether, it's put together really well. Again, don't take the me flipping through it as any condemnation of it. Well, I've already explained myself. Shut up. It's the nature of the beast. If I read all this stuff, we're never actually going to play the game. Alright? Port, pier. Alright, so we've got little... Port has the tavern. We've got side quests popping up. I've got a talk log. Pier. Let's go to the pier. Let's talk to this bloke again. Go, go, go! I might have skipped something important then. Oops. Andrew, you haven't assigned any roles to us. Go to the fleet interface from the logbook. Okay. Deck, fleet. Right? Uh-oh. I saw things that weren't English in there. Hang on. Durability affects how much a ship can take. You can point sailors. Okay. That's a problem. That is a bit of a problem. I need English. Appoint captain? Oh, look at this! Select a cabin to view its effects. Drag a sailor into a point. Yeah, okay, alright, okay. So let's pick up Shazarino and we'll put her in the mapping room. After a surveyor is appointed, route planning and auto sailing become available. Yes. Alright, well, she disintegrated. Oh, look, you can see her in there behind the little... Can I put 2 people in there? No. Alright, let's put her in the warehouse. What about we put her in the... No, old mate's already a captain. Let's put her in the pilot house. I love to hear it called that. After a helmsman is appointed, the ship's control can be made more nimble. Okay? Sure. Sounds good. I can retire people. On deck, access. Alright, and then we've got a crow's nest sort of thing as well. That's exciting. Right, okay, people have jobs. Andrew, you haven't assigned us roles. Don't even start with me. I absolutely have assigned you roles. Deck? Why didn't it save? I think it did actually. Oh, look at this, you can put them on the rigging. Oh, maybe it wants me to put her up there. They are glowing. Yeah, maybe, okay. Set sail from the pier. Right click stick. Lookout arrangement. Assign William to the crow's nest and Joyce to the mapping room. Okay, well, this is what you get when you skip over things really fast, Scarlet. However, I don't feel terribly for it. Oh, and they just swapped. Okay, that's fine. Quest complete. Right. Who's this dude? Dockhand. Hey, Andrew, what are you so happy about? I'm just a happy dude. I'm going to sea. I'll make up my own dialogue. Oh, yeah, you know. How are the fish this season? Oh, well, you know, they're biting, keeping them fed. I'm off, mate. Take it easy. All right, Captain, where are you heading? Sail preparation. All right. Estimated time 0. Fill supplies. Press and hold to automatically fill supplies. Yeah. Confirm. View routes. Access. What are you putting me back here for? View routes. You don't have a route unlocked. Access? What the fuck is access? Please select the sailor. You're upsetting the game. Oh, you know what? Pier warehouse. Return to port. Sail preparation. Back. Alright, so I had to just do some prep. Set sail from the pier towards the port of Setua to the southeast of Lisbon. Port. Set sail from the pier.
Pronto para ir voyager?
Please let me sail. Talk log, select, logbook. Setting sail. Set sail. Yeah. Go to the library. Set sail from the pier. Pier warehouse. Switch between cargo hold. I don't think we need to do any of that. Sail preparation. Fill supplies, which we've done. Oh. I had to press it as opposed to holding it? Why does it say press and hold then? Okay, it's a... I mean, we'll give it a pass for language barrier and also unconventional gameplay mechanic. But that's a bit... Like, it literally says on my screen, press and hold. What I had to do was press fill supplies once. It's a bit strange. Anyway, set sail. We figured it out, team. Ooh! I'm getting Dreamcast vibes. I don't know why. It's making me think of Grandia and Skies of Arcadia and all. Oh my goodness. Great games. Fleets that have high morale are more lethal during boarding. Oh well, fair enough. They're probably energized to kill the others. Where's Andrew? Have we left without him? Whoopsie daisies. Oh, there he is up there, painting a cool picture. The weather's perfect to embark on a voyage. Listen up, our destination is Setua. But once we're done there, we'll be sailing to Venice, Istanbul, the Cape of Good Hope, India, the New World, and perhaps every other corner of this world. Oh, that actually really excites me. As a captain of this ship, I, Andrew, promise you that the voyage of fame starts here. Yeah! So get ready, raise the sails. An inspiring speech. I've dreamed of this day. Now, as captain, you have to direct the ship's course. Yep, something worth noting is the ship's steering angle is limited, and it'll slow to a crawl when sailing against the wind. Every day on the sea is another day of risk, so your choice of route is important. Right, so I don't think we're ever going to come to a hard stop if the bloody trade winds go against us, but we will see. Joyce to Fritz. Setua is near the Strait of Gibraltar. I do have to read this because they're teaching me, but it's just so... It needs tightening up, but again, I understand that's more me. JRPGs and all that, it's just... You know, it takes 20 pages for someone to describe what they ate for breakfast, and I've just come to accept that. Now the wind is blowing, blah. So if we sail along the southeast coast, it'll take just a few days to get there. Yeah, you can see that. Once we get to the strait, it should be easy for us to spot Setua. I'll put a mark on the map. The more ports we pass through, the more detailed the nautical chart will be, and the easier it will be for us to plan future courses. If we really travel the entire world one day, this nautical chart will certainly be the most precious treasure in existence. Right, I want to see what this chart looks like as we fill it in. Trust me, that day will come. Sketched nautical chart. Alright, cool. Hang on. Control orientation, change view distance. Got it. When sailing, your ships will gradually age and the upper limit of your ship's durability will slowly decrease. Right. Setting sail consumes supply and health of sailors. When one of them reaches 0, sailors will take continuous damage. Right. When the sailors of your fleet reach 0, it will be destroyed. Keep an eye on the supply. If supply is not enough, then it's best to get some at port. Okay. Raise anchor, lower anchor with the bumpers. There are 3 stages to the gears of sail. Anchor, half sail, and full sail. I understand. Okay, cool. Alright. So I can zoom the camera in. Raise the sail. Yes. Oh, that's cool. So I sort of place the vector. It's a bit barotraumery. Now I can see sort of little wind. And it tells me my knots. Were we going in here, were we not? Oh, here's a port. Enter port. This seems reasonable to me. New port found. Suitor. Suitor? Whatever. I've been saying it wrong all this time. I still need more time to finish this nautical chart. You're right. Careful swinging that bloody sextant around. Andrew and I will be taking this opportunity to go around Setua, Suitor, fuck, whatever. I've decided, I've said it so wrong so many times that it's now going to be set in my mind. And familiarise ourselves with the place. Are we going to the library again? Not every town owns a library. We're going to the tavern. We may hear some stories, and then we can read at the library. Okay, right, so that dude's a bit of a nerd, but that's okay. Get information at the tavern? Alright, okay, so we're getting a bit of the loop. I've seen a sailor just like you before. Never heard of Enrique? If we're talking about someone worthy of the title Navigator, then that would be him. I heard he led the charge against the enemies of Ceuta. Of course, blah blah blah, elderly. Imagine that being your name. Pillars of Hercules. William, legend, the god of strength, split Atlas Mountains. Yeah. Look, honestly, I kind of really want to read this. Maybe we will play through this on Twitch. You check all the links and all that. You should come join us. We're streaming full games this year on Twitch. But something like this probably would deserve a bit of a stream if I can fit it into the schedule. If you want to see that, let me know. You can treat sailors to refreshments at the tavern to restore HP and morale. Have a drink. Useful information can be acquired by interacting with NPCs. Yeah, okay, sounds good. Recruit sailors. Can be used to recruit sailors that are ready to willing to work on board. Prosperous ports have more recruitable sailors. Yeah, okay, sure. Got it. Well, let's see about recruiting sailors. Would anyone like to join my fleet? Recruited 70. Nice. So I've got 152 now. Now, can I go over and talk to this bloke here, the valuables dealer? Look at you, you're looking very fancy. I won't be sailing to Palma for now, so I don't mind giving these prices to you. Market survey feature is now available. So we've got origin, specialties, and an assorting index. I like this little art. Look at the sausage, cheese, rosemary. As soon as you get food ingredients into a game, usually I prefer if it's actually cooking. But trading all these just food ingredients, for whatever reason, makes me very happy. Future trend of price index. Only show unlocked goods in knowledge. Well, the price for sausage is going to soar, apparently. How do I don't think it'll let me actually buy any of these. Yeah, I think my controls are a bit locked out. Alright, let's talk to this old bloke. You want to see the Pillars of Hercules? You'll see a promontory if you travel to the coordinates west 6, north 36. Okay, let's see how that works. Those coordinates, isn't that just west of the Ceuta dock? That's really close by. That's how the world is. If you don't possess the required knowledge, you wouldn't recognise a treasure even if it's right in front of you. I like that. So it's leaving it more on me to nav as opposed to here's a mission marker, which, you know, honestly, it is the beauty of this sort of game. Mission markers would wreck this. The whole point of it is the sort of exploration. Discovery clues will lead you to new locations. Locating a discovery will reward you with a significant amount of fleet XP, as well as precious treasures at times. Nice. So yeah, I'm sure I don't even know if we're going to get to combat, and I'm sure it'll be part of it. But honestly, the fact that this is so exploration and navigation based is very exciting. And use lookout along the western coast to search. Okay. Pier. Sail prep. Set sail. Yes, give me a little cutscene. This is wonderful. Fleet speed reaches max speed. Yep, got it. Understood. Wind direction. The drifting clouds indicate the wind direction. Oh, they do too. I was looking for the sort of little telltales, but you can see in the world map, you see those little clouds moving accelerated in the top right. You can, in the real world, they look like they're taking that speed as well, but albeit slower. Knots represents your sailing speed. When sailing downwind, your fleet is increased and vice versa. Okay, yeah, that's good. I'm holding, thank you. Press down to get the lookout feature. Yes, that's what I want. Oh, look at that. It adds a little... West 6. Hang on, I'm going east. Let's see how much it takes to change to 4. Okay, right. Look at these dudes, a little convoy. Now, will I go faster if I turn the lookout off? I wonder if I can crash. I'm going to test that. No, it doesn't look like I can. I'm not that fussed by that, to be honest. Oh, you know what? I like that little runoff. Oh, what the hell? Did that city just suddenly exist? I don't know if that's it. But I feel like it's going to be right here. Aha. See interactions. Hold to interact. Certain objects can be interacted with. Shipwrecks, that sort of stuff when you're in close proximity. Oh, that's cool. Hold to discover. The Pillars of Hercules. Legend has it that the Atlas Mountains blocked hero Hercules' path to the Golden Apple, so he used his divine power to split the mountains in two and carved out what is now the Strait of Gibraltar. And the high headlands on either side are known as the Pillars of Hercules. That's cool. I'm not familiar with that part of the region. I am leaning towards it actually being true and pseudo-educational. Could be wrong, who knows. But the fact that they're using the Strait of Gibraltar and actual established colonies and existing factions, oh, it's all quite wonderful. Legend has it that Hercules, yep, we just read that. There's a huge rock in the mountain that Hercules split. As for whether the legend spread before the landscape was discovered or the landscape was inspiration, who knows? I like this. I kind of like it when your little ensemble cast ponders and has a bit of an interaction on the back of some side content, right? So we could have missed that thing altogether. Hopefully it's not just a story thing and that happens more often. So we can go back to the port. Right. Nautical chart is complete. When it comes to dangerous areas, trenches, whirlpools, and hidden icebergs, they must all be labelled too. Oh, that's so good. Destination is the volcanic archipelago to the southwest. It's a long, tough distance to cover. The southwest, are you talking about Madeira? If we're sailing over a long distance, we must prepare more water and rations. This is great. Right. Set and sail.
Pronto para ir voyage?
Sail prep. So we've got some unknown sort of cities there. That's kind of cool. Edit cargo, view routes. Let's just fill the supplies. Set sail. Skip. Oh, it still seems to have to load the world state. Press a view fleet. Fleets can interact with other fleets. Battle. Actively declare wars on a fleet and start a battle. Oh, wow. Okay. We do that. I'm holding the button, but it's not doing anything. Go to the port of Madeira, located on the island southwest of Ceuta. Okay. Oh, I guess they're stopping. And they'll be, I bet you anything, the economy is real time, so they'll be delivering things as they go. View objective. Southwest. This sounds like it might be the case. New port found, Casablanca. Wonderful. Okay, so it's using the same art. So presumably for this biome, this region, ethnicity, whatever you'd like to call it, we're probably going to get the same splash art, the same flavor audio. But that's cool, that's fine. You can't expect them. Well, you know, it might be a bit much to expect them to have one different thing for every single port. Yeah. Okay, cool. And then how does like saving and that sort of thing work? Oh, okay, you can press back and you can save from here. All right, this is wonderful. What an absolute treat of a game. Sailing Error. You should check it out, especially if you're a fan of Sid Meier's Pirates. You know, old and ancient now, but definitely a cult classic. And yeah, at the very least, you know, I promise to cover unusual games on this channel, and this doesn't disappoint. And it's so well polished as well. Again, incredibly verbose, but I wouldn't necessarily say that's a mark against it. It's more if you're getting into that JRPG narrative space, that's just part of the trappings of the genre. Sort of like, you know, MMOs are grindy, that sort of thing. It's just how it is. It's not necessarily a negative. It's part of the draw for some. Anyway, what a cool game. Again, let me know if you want to see, well, not necessarily more of this, but if you want to see me stream it and cover it, like maybe get a playthrough going, I could be convinced. This is such a wonderful game. Anyway, team, might just leave it there for the time being, and I will catch you guys on the next one.